Hey parents and students, this is Mr. Roberts. I am creating this video to kind of give you some insights on what to expect while you're in Mr. Roberts' class. So here we go. All right, so here's a few things that you may want to know about Mr. Roberts. I was born August 21st, 1977. Born in Las Vegas, moved to Santa Clara in 1982. So one of the questions I'm going to ask the class is, how old was Mr. Roberts when he moved? If you know when I was born and when I moved, you can figure that out. Some of the schools that I attended were Santa Clara Elementary, Woodward 6th Grade Center, Dixie Middle School, Dixie High School, Snow Canyon High School. I was the first graduating class of Snow Canyon High. The colleges that I've attended, I went to Dixie College and got my associate's degree, went to Southern Utah University and got a bachelor and master's degree. As a teacher, I started my career in Vegas and I taught there for a year at an elementary school called Gwendolyn Woolley Elementary School. I then moved after 1 year. I decided to come back to St. George and I taught at Sunset Elementary and I taught there for 10 years. And then I taught at I have been here at Lava Ridge for another 10 years. So this is my 21st year teaching, but my 20th year in Washington County School District. Now I'm going to discuss some of my expectations, some of the things I expect from students on a daily basis. First of all, attendance is a big part of staying caught up in mathematics because a lot of the stuff in math builds upon, we'll learn a concept and the next concept builds on that concept that we had already learned. So if you miss a day, you can get lost really quite easily. Not that if you do have an absence that you're going to be, out of luck. We will help you and try and get you caught up. But if you are absent, we've made it possible for you to stay caught up through the use of Schoology, which I'll discuss later. So attendance is a must. Another thing that I expect students to do is to try, even if you fail. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. That is the foundation of learning. Part of the learning process includes failing sometimes. It's okay. Just don't give up. We just keep trying to learn. The next thing I expect is students to come to class prepared. Come to class with these things: a pencil, a math journal that we will give you, and a good attitude. If you forget something, it's okay, but it shouldn't happen every day. Some of the classroom procedures that we need to discuss, one of the big things is, okay, I need to use the restroom while I'm in class. How do I go about doing that? We have hall passes here at school. If you need to use the bathroom, you need to use your hall pass or your bathroom pass. One of the things I ask students to do, please don't ask to use the bathroom if I'm in the middle of instruction. If you have an emergency, like you're sick or something, just get up and go. We'll sort things out when you're return. Another classroom procedure is drinks. What do I do if I need a drink of water? Well, you can bring a bottle of water to class. I'm asking students, don't bring juice, don't bring soda pop, don't drink milk in class. Don't bring those things. If you need to go and use the drinking fountain here at school, that's fine, but you will need to use your hall pass. Again, hall passes, I'll talk about hall passes a little bit. Hall passes, you have 10 times per quarter that you can go to the bathroom, you can leave class to go do that. But once those are gone, you don't get to go anymore. So use them wisely. You shouldn't be using them every day. Another classroom procedure is pencils. Sometimes you're going to need to sharpen your pencil. Do it at an appropriate time. So one of the things that I discuss, same thing with the bathroom, don't ask when I'm in the middle of instruction. After I get done giving you instructions, you can go and sharpen your pencil. So what if we're like doing notes and your pencil breaks and you don't have another one? is that okay to raise your hand and go, hey, Mr. Roberts, my pencil broke? Yeah, that's okay. I understand, but that shouldn't happen all the time. It should only happen occasionally that you have to do that. There's a difference between occasionally and a student every day going, Mr. Roberts, can I sharpen my pencil in the middle of my lesson? So keep that in mind. So again, we've already discussed hall passes. When your hall pass is full, you can't use it anymore. So keep that in mind as you're going through your day, and you have, other classes that you're probably going to need to use that hall pass. But again, don't abuse the privilege. Okay, so this is kind of what happens when you come to class. You're going to come in, you're going to log into Schoology and GoFormative. We'll go over that. But Schoology is our platform that we're going to use where we put everything on a daily basis. So if you're absent and you're at home and you want to know, what did I miss in class today? I want to stay caught up. You're going to log into your Schoology account from home, and I will have a list of things that we did in class that you can do to stay caught up. Then you're going to open up your math journal, and then we will be taking notes on the lesson that I will give. And in Schoology, I do have that slideshow that I will use for our lessons. So if you are absent, you can go through that slideshow and see, okay, on this slide it says that I need to put it in my journal. So there's a couple of things in each of those slideshows that you're going to need to put into your journal. But again, Schoology is where we go to do that. I will not be giving more than 15 questions a day for work. So most students should have time to finish those in class. Occasionally, there will be students that do not finish their questions in class, and they'll have a little bit of homework. Shouldn't be very much. So you're going to write if we're solving problems, we do it in our journal. And then we're going to be using a program called GoFormative to answer our questions. And so we'll talk a little bit about GoFormative in just a second. Okay, so GoFormative is where we're going to answer all of our questions in this class. We're going to be doing our assignments on GoFormative. We'll do our quizzes. We'll do our tests. So to log into GoFormative, you're going to go to goformative.com. In class, I will give you a code that you're going to put in, and then you're going to use Google to log in, and that's all it takes. You're logged in then, and then I will make assignments to you in GoFormative. So that is where, if you want to kind of think, if you had a textbook, a math textbook, well, in place of a textbook, we have an online textbook, and that is what GoFormative really is. So yeah, I know that we might have some questions about that, and I will give you a way to ask those questions here at the end of this little slideshow. Okay, another thing that's going to be a little bit different this year is we do not have an honors class for math. Honors is going to be just in the regular classroom. So if you do want to be part of the honors program, here are some of the requirements that you will need to do. Honor students must have at least a 90% on all graded assignments. So let's say that you don't have a 90% on an assignment. Is it okay to go back and redo that assignment so you can get 90%? Absolutely. As long as you get it done by the time we take a unit test. So that is going to be kind of our rule of thumb, is that your assignments are due when our unit test is scheduled. Okay? So honor students must have all assignments turned in on time, with the exception of one missing assignment per unit. Now, we're going to be a little bit flexible with you on that, because I know that there's a lot of things going on. You're new to this school as a 6th grader, and the expectations are kind of different than elementary, so we'll be flexible with you. You will need to pass all unit tests with a 70% or more on the first attempt. Yes, so if you want to be an honor student, that means that you need to put in some more effort into the math class. So you have to have 70% or more on the first attempt when you take the test. You will also have a project-based learning home project required to be finished per quarter. So we will give you more information about that, but that project needs to be done by the end of the quarter. And then the last thing, honors students will be completing a self-portfolio to show completion of the honors program requirements. So we will give you a Google file. It's a slideshow that has things in it, elements that you'll need to fill out as you go along. And you're going to be tracking yourself and kind of making sure that you're doing everything that you need to do. Because a good student and a good honors student is tracking what they do. So that is one of the things that we are requiring of honors students to do. If you do have questions, you can we'll look at this next slide and I'll show you what you can do. All right, if you do have any questions for me now or throughout the year, this is my preferred method of contacting me. This is my email address, so daniel.roberts@washk12.org. You can send any questions to me, and I am pretty good about getting back to you in within 24 hours. So, yeah, if you would like to ask me any questions, that is where you need to go. I am really looking forward to this year. It should be really a fun year. You may be a student that does not like math. I was a student that didn't like math, and now I'm a math teacher. So hopefully I can help you to, if not like math, at least be a little bit more receptive to what we're trying to do when we do teach you mathematics. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you later. Bye.